Hi, Ben Atkinson here, author and director of HolyClubs.com. I want to welcome you to Holy Clubs. We're ordinary people called to do extraordinary things. This is a time where we're taking you through what the different Holy Clubs look like in firm foundations if you're running a group. In this section, I want to talk about recruiting people. As a facilitator or as someone within the group, it's important for you to take time to recruit people, but we want to recruit people well. And why are we doing this? First of all, Jesus said, go and make disciples. And so these two elements, we've got to go because Jesus asked us to. We've got to go out and make disciples. It's important for you to take that step, no matter, you may be afraid, but I'm going to give you the tools to overcome that fear. You may think you know things, and I want to encourage you, listen to this, see if there might be some wisdom in here, some nuggets you can take away. I've studied for over 20 years. I've studied how to do small group, how to do recruiting. I've studied from businesses, studied from amazing business leaders who do this for a living, and I've grasped as much as I can, and I've taken it and I've kind of put it concisely in how I've been doing it to be successful, to not force people but invite them. So the first thing I want to talk about is it's the interview. Do not beg. And I want to take it away from, a lot of times we just come in and we jump in and we talk about how great our group is versus another. Then I'm going to talk about CARE, C-A-R-E. It's an acronym for how we want to dialogue with people, and we want to share the results with them, and then we want to get them information about your Holy Club. So let's jump in here with the interview process. But before we do, at the end of this, I'm going to have a testimonial from an amazing modern day missionary who is just taking ground for the kingdom of God. He's an amazing man. His name is Tavitras. We call him T. He's just an amazing person who God used Holy Club's firm foundation really to impact his life, and then to see it as a tool that he wants to use for when he's going to the nations for discipleship. So I want to encourage you, if you've got a heart to grow and disciple people, I want to encourage you to watch Tavitras' testimony. So the first thing is we want to interview. We don't want to beg them. And here's what I mean by that. We want to learn about the person. We want to learn, and we value people. We want to learn who they are and what their desires are and what their vision is and what their strengths are and what their needs are. These different things that make up who a person is. Many times within trying to recruit people, we just jump in and say, ours is the best and you have to be with us. Don't you know how great we are? And instead of jumping in and doing that, in Holy Clubs, we want to go on a journey with people. We want to respect the God in people and the call that God has for them. We want them to see Holy Club's firm foundation as something that's going to raise them up into their calling, for the vision God has for them, for the needs that they need, for how they can overcome in different areas of their life within group context. Remember, this is a journey you're taking them on. So it's important for you to find out who they are as people. And also within your discipleship, as you're going and making disciples, it's important to know that while we're making disciples, God's transforming our hearts. He's changing us. He's coming after us and meeting us and changing us. That's the big thing I've learned about discipleship. As I go after discipleship, I don't want to beg. I want to interview them. And as I'm doing that, my life is changing and I'm sensitive to that. C-A-R-E, CARE. It's an acronym and you can follow along in the notes. This is what we want to, the goal of this section here is to grow in a relationship. It's an eternal relationship that we have with them. We want to grow in a relationship and find out their vision, their strengths, their needs, their ministry, their desires, where they are relationally. So we're going to go through what these things mean real quickly. First of all, C. This is the first question you can follow in the notes. Can you tell me where you're from, your family, your friends? Now this is to get them to just open up and share about their story. Again, that's can you tell me about where you're from, your family? And just simply sit down and ask them that. And then they'll tell you. You don't have to jump in and say, Holy Club's Firm Foundation is the best. There's all these groups. Just explain to them. Ask them, can you tell me about your family, your friends, where you're from? A, and what do you do? and what do you do? What's your ministry? What's your occupation? What are they doing? And so where do you go to school? This is to find out their vision, their goals, their different strengths, and what do you do? This will help you answer a few of those questions. Or it says, this is really fun. What's something really fun you like to do? I love asking this question. Well, because it explains their personality type. Every time I sit down and interview someone like this, I find out something unique about them, how God has made them. What's something really fun you like to do? And then E, extra money. If money was no option, what would you be doing? I love asking that question also. This will give them an understanding of their dreams, that God has placed their vision in their life, but at the same time, it's also going to explain to them maybe where their needs are and how you can come in and be a part of, how maybe Holy Club's Firm Foundation can come in and go after that. So C, can you tell me about your friends and family? A, and what do you do? What's your ministry? What's your occupation? Where do you go to school? Or really fun. What's something really fun you do? E, extra money. If money was no option, what would you do? This is just a simple thing to begin the relationship with them. Thirdly, we want to share the results with them. Share what they can expect. Clearly say, hey, these are the results that you're going to be. First of all, you're going to learn to hear God's voice. Secondly, it's going to grow your prayer life. Thirdly, you're going to open your heart to God's love. Then you're going to revive your heart. You're going to overcome those little nagging struggles. You're going to freely go and make disciples. You're going to unlock creative writing skills. These are the things that Holy Clubs does, and I've got those all listed right there. Share those results with them briefly. And then, I take time to just turn around and say, well, I'm going to go through the script and share with you. We have a script that'll help you, but what that is we want them to know that these are some results they can expect, and then ask them, which one is important for you. And so what that is, it's going to get them focus and understanding of how Holy Club's Firm Foundation is going to transform their life. And then get them information about your Holy Clubs. You want to, if you got a website link, if you got a Facebook group, if you got a group texting, whatever, you want them right there as you're going through this to connect with them. And then I would put the big thing up here, number 5, is follow up. Because after they've got this, after they've said yes, after they've gone through the link, you want to spend time following up with them. So this is recruiting people. These are the 5 things I do. Very important to follow up. I want you to look at this testimony of my friend Tavitris, who's using Holy Club's Firm Foundations to disciple those in the nations. God bless.